Hi everyone, it's Britt here again. Tonight I'm going to lead you through a 15-minute stretch. This stretch is specifically for if you have lower back pain or sciatic nerve pain. Your sciatic nerve runs down from your lower back all the way down your glute and down your thigh. So if you've ever had a really sharp pain there, it could be sciatic nerve pain, and maybe these stretches will help you relieve some of that pain. So today we're going to start with an easy one. You'll need a stool or a chair in your living room, or just a sitting chair in your kitchen works fine. Anything that's just a little bit higher off the ground. The first move we're going to do is you're just going to step up with your right foot, put it on top of the chair. You want to have a 90-degree angle with your knee, and what you're going to do is you're just going to take your left hand, place it on the outer side of your right knee, and just twist to the side. You can add an open arm or keep your hand on your hip, and just take a couple deep breaths here. Alright, and then switch to the other side. You want to hold these for about 15 seconds each side. At the most 30 seconds, so 15 to 30 seconds. You don't want to go longer than 30 seconds if it's before a workout or if it's before any sort of physical activity. Alright, bring it down, just because then your body's getting warmed up. If you start holding it for longer than a minute, your body thinks it's cooling down. So depending on what you're doing is how long you'll hold the stretch for. And you can even run through that a couple more times if that feels good for you. From there, the second move we're going to do, let me see if I have this. Okay, so you can set your chair off to the side. The next move that we're going to do is going to be bringing your knee up while you're laying down. So while you're laying down on the floor, you're going to extend all the way to the ground. One knee lifts up, bring it to your chest, and just gently pull that knee towards you. You can keep your foot flexed or a little bit pointed toe, whatever feels better for you. But you just want to pull that a little bit closer and hold for about 15 to 30 seconds. And it's okay if you're only like out to here. If you need some extra length, you could always use a belt or a towel and press your knee into that. I actually have one. I'll do the next side with that. All right, and then we'll set it down, and then we'll switch to the other side. Let me use a strap here. Perfect. Okay, so if you have like even a yoga strap or the strap that holds your yoga mat together, you can use that. So lay back down, other side, bring it up, and then just pull here. Take a few deep breaths. 15 to 30 seconds here. Let it go. Bring it back down. From here, we're going to pull both knees into center. So just bring both knees up, hug them in. You can wrap wide if you want to, or you can just simply place the hands on your shins and gently pull in. "15 to 30 seconds here. All right, set it back down. From here, we're going to do a couple cat-cows, which we've done in a couple of our stretching videos already. So for cow, what you're going to do is tilt the chin up, belly drops down, tailbone lifts up, and you inhale on cow. Exhale, press up to cat, press the floor away from you, really round through that upper back. And then move through a couple more for 15 to 30 seconds. At your own pace. if it feels good, you can even add some lateral side bends. So if you come up for cat, you can move a little bit to the side each way. And then when you come through cow, you can't really move to the side very much, so that would just be exclusively for cat. All right, and then 15 to 30 seconds. From there, we're gonna push back into a child's pose. So just you can either keep your knees the same distance as your hips, or you can widen them apart. Sometimes it feels better if you widen them out a little bit. And your big toes are gonna be touching in the back, and you're just gonna press back. Doesn't have to be a lot of pressure in your arms, kind of fall down. Or you can even bring them back and hug your feet. Whatever feels better for you. "15 to 30 seconds here. All right, lift back up. Next, we are going to thread the needle. So come into that tabletop position, hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips, and then we're gonna lift the right arm up, sweep it underneath our bodies, thread it through, and come to the ground. And then if you want an extra stretch, your left hand can reach towards the top of your mat and come up and over just a little bit. But if you're okay just staying here, you can do that too. Tailbone up in the air. All right, 15 to 30 seconds. Right arm goes back up and comes back down to tabletop. Same thing on the other side. Left arm lifts up, thread the needle through, back of the hand on the ground. Right arm goes up if you want a deeper stretch, or you can keep it right under your shoulder. "15 to 30 seconds. Bring your hand back under, thread it up, and bring it down. And a second way that you can do thread the needle, let's say for some reason you just feel uncomfortable doing it in that position, you can always do it laying on your back. Some people think this is a little bit more difficult, but you can lay down, bring both knees up, cross your ankle over your knee, and then you can either stay here as a stretch, or you can come up, lift that bottom knee and grab right behind the thigh, head down on the mat, and it really stretches your outer hip here. So if this is too intense for you, you can always just come down and set here. And then you'll switch sides. And you can do this you can do this and the one previous, or you can just choose one of the thread the needles to do. All right, and then set it back down, both feet to the mat. The next one we'll do is a one-legged supine twist. So I know it's kind of hard to see me here, but what you're gonna do is lay on your back, bring one knee to your chest, right arm, so if you brought your right knee, your right arm will go long out to the side, like a T, and then your left hand is gonna go over your right knee, and you're just gonna pull to one side, and you're gonna try to keep your right shoulder on the ground, only go to where your right shoulder starts to lift off, but it shouldn't be off the ground. So if you can't go all the way over, that's okay. You can use 2 pillows underneath your knee if you want extra support, or if you have yoga blocks, you can put them underneath as well, or a cushion, rolled up blanket, whatever. 15 to 30 seconds here, switch sides, opposite leg comes up, keep the other arm out teed, and if the sides feel different and you can't stretch as far, that's okay. Only go as far as you can go. The more more you do this, the more your body will realize that you're trying to stretch it, and it will help you. So. Should really feel stretch in your outer glute. All right, and then bring it back, set it down. And then for our last, I think I only have one more. Yes. The last stretch we're gonna do today is supported bridge. So what you can do is, if you don't have a yoga block at home, you could do a rolled up blanket or beach towel and then fold it in half. So you would roll it up, fold it in half so it's like thick, pretty high. Because what you want is you're gonna place it underneath your lower back, and you just wanna be able to relax your lower back down. So what we're gonna do, take the block here. You're gonna come knees up in the air, feet on the ground, back down. You're just gonna lift into a little bridge pose. Place the block or the blanket right above where your butt crack is. You should feel the flat bone, which is your sacrum. And you want the support to be on your sacrum. So this shouldn't feel any pain here. But if you do have back injuries or back surgeries previous, you might want to try something softer or a little bit lower to the ground. That might feel better for you. So this is called supported bridge pose, and you can just keep your arms out to the side, knees can stay bent, and just relax. Taking a couple of deep breaths here. And you can hold this 15 to 30 seconds as well. Just feels nice to have a little support under there. All right, and then when you're ready to come out of it, lift up, move the blanket, pillow, or block, or whatever you have underneath there, and just set back down. Hug your knees in one last time. You can rock side to side a little bit if that feels good. And then when you're ready, sit back up. And that was my 15-minute or so stretch for sciatic back pain, lower back pain, or sciatic nerve pain, I should say. But thanks for watching.